No, damn it. That was a whole update. Apparently delivered to a dead camera. Fine. So, some of you have been kind enough to point out the unholy night terrors that have been ruining my sleep for the past several nights might not be related to my steady diet of frosted-filled treats and grape soda, and kind of sound like the dreams that Natalie was having right before she got pod-peopled. And between that and trying to figure out how Carmilla's involved with the missing girls, I'm kind of freaking out.
You're jumpy. Worried about your girlfriend making peace with the frat boys?
What? No, and Jenny's not my girlfriend, I don't think. Just, some squicky dreams from the last few nights.
Well, dreams are supposed to be strange. Last night I dreamt I was trapped under a bed.
You dreamt you were under a bed?
Yeah, above me someone was crying. A little girl in a white nightdress. And then it rained blood down the edges of the bed until I drowned.
How creepily specific.
But just a dream. No reason for all of this twitchiness.
There's no twitching. There is an absence of twitching.
Clearly. You know, if it's really making you so miserable, I could get you something to help you sleep.
That's uncharacteristically considerate of you.
Yeah, well, I just don't want you losing it and torching all my stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course not. And yeesh, that has not been easy either. Of course, Carmilla decides to start acting like a halfway decent human being the moment I figure out she's probably kidnapping people.
Where's she headed?
Philosophy of Tyranny in the Robespierre building.
Got it covered.
No, we don't. This is insane. Because yes, gentle viewers, the roommate surveillance project has been active for the last week, and the results are starting to look profoundly WTF. First, of course, are the hours and hours of scientific evidence that she's the worst roommate ever, but her preternatural ability to clog the shower drain with her hair is only the tip of the weirdberg. She's nocturnal, she sleeps until 4, then vanishes like a puff of antisocial smoke until just before daybreak. She doesn't eat anything besides my chocolate and that protein slurry she keeps in her soy milk container, a diet which I suspect means she should be dead. Not freaktastic enough? That's fine, because here's where we go full-on weekly world news. I know Silas has some quirks, but I'm pretty sure spontaneous combustion, super strength, and an all-protein diet weren't options on my roommate form. I mean, we've all seen the pictures of her with the missing girls, and now this? How likely is it that she... hey! I'm not doing anything.
Sure. Your Snape Ron effect is still on the screen, Spaz. I just came to bring you this.
Is that a dried bat wing?
Yeah, it's a charm or whatever to help with the bad dreams. You're annoying, but if you burn out from sleep deprivation, they'll probably replace you with someone even more OCD. The devil you know?
Thank you. So, in the spirit of all this newfound closeness, maybe you could tell me where you go all night.
Well, I have to keep some of my secrets. Otherwise, I'll lose my air of mystery, won't I?
Was that... Was she just flirt... Okay, so if that really was flirting, then there are two options here. One, my immoral, jerk-face, possible kidnapper roommate has a crush on me and is giving me presents. Or two, my immoral, jerk-face, possible kidnapper roommate is pretending to have a crush on me and is giving me gifts because I'm next. There.
Hey, we lost her at the shunned house again. I swear I knocked on every stall at the ladies. I'm developing a reputation. Geez, Frosh, what contaminated your control samples?
Oh, you know, I miss my dad. I have papers due. I'm about to be my roommate's next victim.
You really think you're in the crosshairs?
I don't know. Even if I am, what am I supposed to do about it? I showed Perry footage of Carmilla lifting like a 400-pound duffel bag, and Perry suggested Carm must really be giving it her all at boot camp.
Yeah, Paralyte's normal. She's been that way since we were kids. She used to play monsters, and she would pretend to be the monster's mommy. And wouldn't it be nice if we brushed our monster teeth and did our monster homework? We could go over Perry's head.
To whom?
Well, there's at least one other person we know who has a vested interest in reining Carmilla in.
Are you suggesting
That you shower, change into your best cub reporter duds, we crash the faculty club and present your evidence to the dean?
the dean? Aren't we supposed to be avoiding her at all costs?
Desperate times, desperate measures. Come on, let's get you changed into something with a little less whiff.
Are you saying that I smell?
I'm saying I don't want the way you smell to affect my credibility with the dean. I've got a couple of theories to run by her about the swim team.
You should have never gone out that late.
I know.
And without telling anyone.
I know, we're sorry. We're sorry. For everyone just catching up at home, it's been an exciting evening. LaFontaine and I crashed the faculty club.
Brilliantly disguised as a young visiting professor and research assistant.
Sadly, our cover was blown before we could get to the dean because somebody decided to get into an argument with the head of Gnostic mathematics about the long-term strategic plan for the Illuminati.
It was a chance to raise awareness.
But as we were being bodily dragged from the club, I snatched victory from the jaws of total failure by snatching this off the wall. This is the Dean's Special Council meeting in 1954. So, is that Carmilla's grandmother, great aunt? There's no names on the back of the photo, but there was one way to find out.
Oh, sure. You know, tell it like this insane plan that the pair of you hatched was the next logical step. Do you know what this girl did? At 6:48 p.m., these two geniuses decided to hit up the library.
Which I admit, in retrospect, was not the most brilliant idea. Thanks.
Everything in your fridge is made of glucose and palm oil. I'm surprised you don't have scurvy.
I know, but delicious cookies? Everything was fine at first. As soon as we got there, everyone was leaving the building, and yes, when the sun went down, we started to hear something...
Skittering?
Yeah, skittering in the stacks, you know, just beyond your periphery. But we made it into the first sub-basement just fine.
The online system was really helpful. It gave us a cross-reference list before I even started typing.
So we found most of the textbooks before between 19...
the staircase wasn't in the same place anymore?
Before we realized we might have gotten a little turned around. And that most of the computer monitors we could see were warning us to run now. And the skittering was getting closer.
Which is when it became apparent that some of the books were, well, airborne, and that the card catalog was attacking us. A copy of Absalom tried to slice open my left wrist. Ruined Faulkner for me.
So we did what any normal person would do if they were caught in a flying vortex of modern literature and index cards from the 1970s.
We created a flamethrower using a lighter and some mace Laura's dad gave her.
Which left us trapped in a flaming vortex.
I get a text that says, "Come quick, stuck in library, bring fire extinguisher."
Okay, yes, but it turned out fine. The sprinklers came on and we snuck out a basement window.
Oh yeah, with God knows what on your heels.
Okay, yes, it was stupid, and we're lucky that you didn't have to save our souls. Now, can we please skip to the part where once every 20 years, like clockwork, this girl shows up at Silas? Mercalla Karnstein. Or Kilma Karstein. Seriously, she just keeps on switching around the letters in her name like nobody's ever heard of an anagram. And every time she does, a bunch of girls go missing. Poof. Vanish. Never seen again. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but she's nocturnal, she's so strong, she's at least 80 years old, and she drinks blood.
Well, yeah, but we know she's a vampire. I mean, we've known that since the blood in the milk container, right? Vampire, 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 yeah?
You all knew I was living with a vampire and nobody said anything?
You really didn't know?
I didn't know.
I thought you were just playing it cool, you know? Didn't want to seem all speciesist?
Species?
She's not a vampire. There's no such thing as vampires. She's a light-averse octogenarian with an extreme hemoglobin deficiency and really good skin. I'm gonna go make some more hot chocolate.
So, something has taken girls, and the ones that have come back have gone full-on Lucy from Dracula, and you don't think that my roommate being a vampire is, I don't know, pertinent information?
Well, when you put it that way.
And I'm next. She's making with the creepy dreams and the charms.
And the seduction eyes.
Seduction eyes?
I am totally next. Quick, check my neck. Is there anything on my neck?
Wait, seduction eyes?
There's nothing on your neck, Laura. You're fine.
Oh my gosh. She's a vampire. My roommate is an honest to Lestat vampire. How do we stop a vampire?
Staking, decapitation, immolation. There's something here about driving an iron needle through her heart. You know, normally I'm not into this kind of stuff, but in the case of seduction eyes, I could definitely warm up to the thought.
No! No. We can't immolate everyone that LaFontaine thinks is a supernatural creature.
Just the ones that are flammable.
Because only nut bars make plans to set people on fire without proof of anything. Does Salem ring a bell?
we have plenty of proof. Do you want to put some soy milk into my cocoa? I'm feeling a little anemic.
No, she's right. Perry. Even if we can turn Carmilla into a vampire bonfire, we still wouldn't be able to figure out what she's done with Betty or the other missing girls. We don't need her dead, or dead-er. We need her trapped. We need a way to get some answers.
Okay, so how do we trap a vampire?
Well, I have an idea, but you're not gonna like it.
What?
Well, we use something she wants to lure her into a rope net or a room full of garlic. We'll have to figure out that second part.
Okay, so what do we use as bait in this case?
Well, Laura.